How to install Jenkins on Ubuntu and run your first job. Hello, in this tutorial I'm going to show you how you can install Jenkins on Ubuntu. Jenkins is an open source automation server that helps developers and DevOps teams automate the building, testing, and deployment of software. Jenkins is used mostly by developers, DevOps engineers, quality assurance and testers, system administrators. In this short tutorial, we are going to install Jenkins and run our first job. Let's get started. To install Jenkins, the first thing you need to do is to update. Run the sudo apt update. As I said earlier, we are working on Ubuntu Linux. So after this, we need to run Java because Java Jenkins needs some runs using Java, right? So we are going to install OpenJDK 17. So let's hit enter. So this is the officially recommended way of using Jenkins, so which is to install Java as well. So we are going to wait for this to complete. It might take a minute or two. Now our JDK has been installed. What we need to do now is to make sure that, that Java was properly installed. In order to do that, we can run Java version. Now we can see that everything was properly installed. The next thing we need to do is to add Jenkins repository and key. In order to do that, I'm going to paste, first of all, let me clear the screen. I'm going to paste this here and run it. So this command downloads and save Jenkins official signing key. This signing key is used to verify package authenticity. The next thing we need to add is the Jenkins repository. We have to add it to the system. So in order to do that, this is also the code or the command we need to run. I'm going to add these commands in the description of this tutorial. So the next thing we need to do now is to install Jenkins. We apt update instead. So once we run this, we can now go on and install Jenkins. To install Jenkins, you run sudo apt install Jenkins. The -y it just helps us, instead of the installation process asking us to either accept or to ignore something. When you have this -y, it just proceeds until the end of the installation without asking you to say yes or no. So let's hit enter. Now that we have installed Jenkins, what we need to do now is to enable it. To enable Jenkins, we just run sudo systemctl or system control enable Jenkins. So what this does is that it allows Jenkins to start at system boot. Another thing we can do is to start Jenkins. Finally, we can go on and check the status of Jenkins. As we can see, Jenkins is active and running. Now, after starting our Jenkins, let us go on and test it, or to open it. Opening Jenkins, Jenkins runs on port 8080. So in order to do that, we can go localhost 8080. So Jenkins greets you with this very page. So what we can do, let us copy this. You need to copy this and go back there and cut what you just copied. Oh, let's see. Oh, you need to add sudo. Yeah. Now, when you run this, you are going to be presented with the initial password that you need to log in into Jenkins. So let's type in this password here and click continue. So now, for just very simple test, let's go and click on install plugins. This is going to take a couple of minutes to kind of install the initial plugins that we need. Now, our installation has completed. We are now being asked to do some initial registration. So let us type some username and password, confirm password, then full name. Let us just go on and fill in the email address, save and continue. Now it says localhost 8080, save and finish. And start using Jenkins. Now we are in. We are going to try to do some very basic tests here. To do that, let us go on and click new item. Here, let us just type something like a hello world. And freestyle project. Click OK. Freestyle projects are simple jobs that can run shell commands or scripts. It's just as simple as that. Now let us try and run some shell script. It will be something quite basic. So we will scroll down to the build section. Where is it? Click add build step and execute shell. Now let us put in some code. This code runs basic shell command. Like I said, we are going to run this basic shell command. So after that, we can just click save. Now that we click save, we can click build. Build now. Now when you click that, you can click on console output. Now you can see the script that we just ran. It says hello Jenkins is up and running. Finished, success. So we have successfully installed our Jenkins. We have done all the initial configurations and we ran our initial script. So this is how easy and straightforward this is. So I hope this has been helpful. If so, can I ask you to subscribe to my channel, to like, and to share. Thank you.